I'm Dr. Chua and welcome to Adjusting Your Heart. We talk about mental health and relationships every Friday, so please subscribe. World Health Organization reported that 703,000 individuals take their own lives every year all over the world. For every death by suicide, there have been 20 attempts. Suicide has been the fourth leading cause of death among individuals ages 15 to 29. 77% of the cases happened in low and middle income nations in 2019. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, there was a 57.3% rise in suicide rate in the Philippines in 2020. From 2,810 deaths by intentional self-harm in 2019, the number spiked to 4,420 in 2020. That's why today we're gonna talk about 5 things you can do to prevent suicide. My first point is ask for help. Admitting your suicidal thoughts to someone is not easy. So choose a person that you trust and who is likely to listen with compassion and acceptance. If it is too difficult for you to talk about, you may text, email, or write a note. Doing so can save your life. We were all shocked to hear that a 30-year-old beauty queen, Chesley Christ, died of suicide after jumping from her New York City apartment building, January 30th, 2022. She represented the U.S. at the 2019 Miss Universe Beauty Pageant, where she finished in the top 10. She's a brilliant lawyer who fought for social justice. Her mom, April, said that Chesley was dealing with high-functioning depression, which she hid from everyone. Her mom, who was her closest confidant, only found out very shortly before her death. She remarked, "I've never known a pain as deep as this. I am forever changed." If you're feeling depressed and suicidal, please don't hesitate to reach out to someone. In case you've done so, but that person doesn't seem to understand, tell someone else. Don't let a bad experience stop you from finding someone who can help. You may also call 700 Club, the NCMH or Hope Hotline. We'll put their numbers below. They're open 24/7. You can also check out the Philippine Association of Christian Counselors website for free counseling. Syed K. Abdel Noor said, "Be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it." My second point is form your own suicide prevention squad. It is imperative that you have to surround yourself with people who care, understand the tremendous pain and struggle you're going through. Tell at least 3 people regarding your suicidal thoughts. That way, they can be there to support you whenever you feel like taking your own life. When a counselee is suicidal, I'd ask him or her to give me 3 names. Better if the counselee can tell them of what's happening. If that counselee can't, I'll get his or her permission to contact them so that they can help take care of the counselee. Let's say the counselee can't contact me because I'm speaking at a webinar. He or she has 3 other options. Moreover, these people can give tangible help, like taking that counselee out to dinner, help think of solutions, etc. That's what happened to Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. She told Oprah Winfrey in March 2021 that she experienced frightening and constant thoughts of suicide when she was pregnant with her son Archie. Though her efforts to get help were thwarted by the royal family, her husband, Prince Harry, supported her. Meghan said that their move to US saved her life. See their happy family picture, which includes their daughter, Lilibeth. Tip number 3, practice positive self-care. When you are depressed and suicidal, you lose interest in things you liked before. In times like this, you have to practice positive self-care. Force yourself to do enjoyable activities. These will serve as positive distractions and may even rekindle some feelings of joy. It could be munching on your favorite snack, drinking your coffee or milk tea, going for a short walk, malling, dining with a friend, cuddling a pet, listening to music, reading a good book, tending your plants, getting enough sleep, or taking a vacation. Avoid non-prescription drugs and alcohol. My fourth point is remember that there are people who love you. If only 18-year-old Katie Stubblefield did that, she wouldn't have shot herself in the face after her boyfriend broke up with her in 2014. Katie was a star student and a promising athlete at her Mississippi high school. Towards the last year of her high school, Katie was experiencing a stressful year. When she was in senior high, she suffered from health problems related to an appendectomy. Then both her parents lost their jobs. On top of that, her boyfriend broke up with her. So on that day, she shot herself in the face. But miraculously, she survived. When she was in the ER, she said, "Tell my mom and dad I love them. I'm sorry." Over the next 2.5 years, Katie endured 22 surgeries and worked through countless therapies to regain her strength, mobility, and speech. On May 4, 2017, she underwent a 31-hour operation in Cleveland Clinic to receive her new face. Her surgical team, made up of more than 50 personnel, include 11 surgeons. At age 21, Katie became the youngest face transplant recipient in the United States and only the 40th person to undergo surgery. Katie's face donor was Adria Schneider, a 31-year-old single mother who struggled with addiction and died on an overdose. 3 months later, Katie came home with her parents to the Ronald McDonald's House Charities of Northeast Ohio. The next year brought 3 major surgeries to improve Katie's function, along with over 20 rehab sessions and appointments every week. Gradually, the nerves and muscles in Katie's new face began responding, improving her ability to eat, speak, and become more self-sufficient. She still hasn't regained her vision back, but it is improving. Katie said she feels whole again. She plans to attend college and hopes to help people as a counselor or teacher in the future. She wants people to know how beautiful and wonderful life is. Katie realized how blessed she is to have a loving family. Her parents, Rob and Alicia, as well as her brother, Robert, and how hurt they would have been if she died of suicide. She courageously shared her story so that other people who are depressed and suicidal won't have to undergo the ordeal she went through. Tip number 5, remember that nothing is impossible with God. One reason why people contemplate suicide is because they feel hopeless. You may be in a very tight spot and it seems that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I hope that you'll trust in Jesus, who promises to give you hope and an abundant life. Jesus said in John chapter 10, verse 10, "The thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." The thief is Satan, and he wants to destroy us, but Jesus came to save us. Ask Jesus to help you, whatever your problem is. Luke 1:37 says, "Nothing is impossible with God." So my friends, the 5 things you can do to prevent suicide. Number 1, ask for help. Number 2, form your own suicide prevention squad. Number 3, practice positive self-care. Number 4, remember that there are people who love you. And number 5, remember that nothing is impossible with God. If you're blessed by this video, please like, subscribe, and share it to others. And do follow Adjusting Your Heart in Facebook, IG, TikTok, Signal, TV 185. And next week, our topic would be 5 things you can do to help someone who is suicidal. Stay safe, everyone.